ahead on DC News Now at 4, a car crashes into a building in the district, igniting a fire and causing a collapse. Here from community members who saw the chaos.
I was really nervous. Went to the airport like 2.5 hours early, but it was fine.
Plus, from train stations to airports, it's a relatively smooth day for holiday travelers returning home. We're in the middle of the hustle and bustle at DCA. Then, the unique and sustainable way a local farm is helping you get rid of your Christmas trees.
Clouds have been stubborn today, but we could see some sunshine on Friday. We'll let you know, though, when some rain will start to return to the forecast.
We invite you to explore.
And later, get a sense of what it's like to be inside the White House for the holidays with a tour of the new People's House exhibit right here in the district.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us for DC News Now. Here at 4, I'm Annalisa Gale. Mark Hall has the evening off. Well, let's take a live look outside. Another cool day here in the DMV. Not bad out there, thankfully. Let's turn over to meteorologist Damon Matson for a first look at our forecast here following Christmas and the first day of Hanukkah there. It's not bad, Damon.
No, not at all. It would be better if these clouds would try to get a little more in the festive spirit by getting out of here. Yeah, we've had a very gray, overcast sky across most of the DMV here today. And on the satellite loop here, this blue-purple color you're seeing on the map, that is that cloud deck that is still locked in place from the Interstate 66 corridor in Virginia all the way up to the Pennsylvania-Maryland line and eastward toward the Chesapeake Bay. So DC, we've been socked in with this cloud cover all day long. There has not been a break of sunshine. You have to go well south and west into the Shenandoah Valley out to the Allegheny Front to see that break. And where there has been a little more sunshine, that's where the temperature has tried to get up into the mid-40s as you drop towards central Virginia near Culpeper, Luray, Woodstock. But for everybody else, upper 30s, lower 40s. DC right now only at 41 degrees. So a chilly, dreary day. But yes, we didn't have any precipitation to deal with, thankfully. And that trend will continue as we head into the night. That cloud deck will finally start to give way a little bit, and that will allow temperatures to fall back down into the 20s and 30s. So we'll still have some chilly temps as we head into your Friday. But going into this upcoming weekend, there are about to be some major changes, not just in temperature, but it looks like things are going to turn soggy once again. We'll talk about that incoming rainfall in a full look at your forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And breaking right now in Southeast Washington, police have now identified a man who died in a shooting overnight. We're told 41-year-old Lamar Edmonds was shot and killed. The shooting happened near Fairlawn Avenue in Nelson Place shortly after midnight there. So far, no arrests have been announced. And developing now in Northeast Washington, where a woman had to be rescued and rushed to the hospital with serious injuries after crashing into a commercial building. It all happened this morning on Bunker Hill Road near 20th Street. DC News Now's Yamari Sase spoke to witnesses.
Many neighbors are shocked looking at the damage after a woman crashed into a building and the building caught on fire. You can see firefighters working to clean up the scene, and many neighbors say they're just happy the woman is alive.
You just hear like a lot of commotion and heard somebody say, "Somebody call 911."
That's what led neighbors to come outside their Northeast homes near Bunker Hill Road to see this, a commercial building on fire.
When I ran outside, you could see fire like it just happened, like bellowing out of the building right here.
Firefighters say Thursday morning a car crashed into this building, which led to a fire. A woman was trapped inside the car, and they were able to get her out. She was rushed to the hospital and is expected to be okay.
I'm very relieved that the woman, that she survived.
Officials say it was all hands on deck to rescue the woman.
Immediately went into action and put air on the woman that was trapped so she could breathe, while simultaneously fighting the fire and extracting the woman from the car.
This is not one that will happen again, anytime soon. So this is definitely high risk.
Many people are just relieved she's alive, and they're looking forward to the building being fixed.
You can build the building, but they can't even save that woman's life. So at the end of the day, you got to look at the positives.
Yeah, the cause of the crash is still under investigation. We're going to continue to follow this story and bring you the latest. We're now reporting in Northeast DC. I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
Yeah, Marie, thank you. And 2 miles down the road and 3 hours later, fire crews also rescuing a driver who crashed into a stairwell outside the Fort Lincoln Recreation Center in Northeast. This is video of the car that flipped over there. The driver is taken to the hospital with serious injuries. No word yet on what caused that crash. And right now, many of the people who came to the D.C. area for the holiday season, well, they are heading home. And after a few hiccups for the pre-holiday rush, it appears to have gone very well without tons of lengthy delays there or cancellations. D.C. News Now's Max Brasilla joining us live from Reagan National Airport. And Max, how are things looking there right now?
Things are looking pretty good, Annalisa, and happy holiday season. Merry Christmas to you. Look, really the only problem that we've encountered is that most of the parking spots here at DCA are taken. But if you take a look inside, there's not much of a problem. A pretty short and fast-moving security line. There wasn't much traffic getting here to the airport, and people who say they, bared the brunt of this busy holiday travel season say it was well worth it.
Holidays are always very special, but always bittersweet.
A bittersweet goodbye for Caitlin Ryan, who leaves with memories.
We made a lot of cookies this year. I have about a whole bag full back here.
And some fresh in-flight treats. The goodbye is always the hardest part, and we saw some, but the holiday spirit is alive and well. From our festively fashionable furry friend to 92-year-old Bob Nix, who isn't done playing Santa just yet.
We had a beautiful day yesterday, and it will continue.
Where's that gift going?
Going to my great-grandson down in Atlanta, Georgia.
A 90-year age difference between gift-giving great-grandfather and great-grandson. Over at Union Station, a quiet terminal and on-time trains, a welcome change from before Christmas. All the travel, all the packing of the patients, all worth it.
Best part, I think, is just all of us being together. Like, we're so far away from each other. We're like a bi-coastal family, and it's just nice to be able to, like, even if it's just for 3 days, to like be together and to celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah.
Travel not done for many, including the Shainin family, but they're hoping the rest of the year is as calm and steady as Thursday.
Like, I was really nervous, went to the airport like 2.5 hours early, but it was fine. And I leave tomorrow morning, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, so again, we mentioned that there aren't too many bumps for this travel season. I will mention, because we can take a look out the window just behind the camera, there are a decent amount of cars at the pickup lane. So just a reminder, those parking garages, they're 60 minutes, first hour is free, so you can meet your person you're coming to pick up in the parking garage. Of course, there's also Metro, both the yellow line here to DCA and the silver line if you're flying into Dulles. Reporting live at DCA, Max Marcella, DC News Now.
All right, Max, glad everyone's happy there. Well, turning now to Montgomery County, where a woman was hit and killed while walking through a grocery store parking lot. It happened this morning outside the Giant in Burtonsville. Crews responding to the Old Columbia Pike location at around 11:30 a.m. We're told the driver stayed on the scene there. The woman died soon after she was taken to the hospital. She has not been identified. Also developing right now in Maryland, a fire in Prince George's County left more than a dozen families without a home on Christmas Day. Flames ripping through the building on Curtis Drive in Silver Hill around 6 last night. No injuries were reported, but at least 5 units in the 4-story building were damaged. The Red Cross is now helping impacted families by providing them with financial assistance, medications, and mental health support. Meantime, all new at 4, a former D.C. business owner has been arrested months after a viral video showed him yelling at a delivery driver to speak English and go back to his country. Greg Harris owns the now closed Kana Coffee Cafe. According to police records, he was recently arrested for threatening someone with a knife. The documents say he already had a pending warrant for simple assault and hate bias from September's viral incident. All right, turning now to sports. The Washington Commanders are getting ready for Sunday night football against the Atlanta Falcons. After last weekend's big win over the Philadelphia Eagles, the team has 2 ways to clinch a spot in the playoffs. Now, the Commanders can win and earn a spot in the playoffs, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to lose to the Carolina Panthers in order to get there. The Bucs play at 1 p.m. Sunday. The Commanders game kicks off against the Falcons at 8:20 there. And right now, WMATA announcing today that they're teaming up with the Commanders to provide extended service for Sunday's game. They say customers who arrive at Morgan Boulevard in downtown Largo by the last train times will be accommodated. The last trains are being held at the transfer stations, allowing customers to make those connections to Metro's 98 stations. Fans who catch the last Silver Line train at downtown Largo should arrive before 12:32 a.m. And fans who catch the Silver Line train at Morgan Boulevard should get to the station before 12:35 a.m. The walk between the Northwest Stadium and the Morgan Boulevard station there and the downtown Largo station as well can take more than 20 minutes, to keep that in mind. Also a reminder, there is construction right now downtown on the Blue, Orange, and Silver Lines until the 30th, which is impacting some stations. Well, today marks the first day of Kwanzaa, the 7-day celebration highlighting African culture here in the U.S. and around the world. Now, people who observe the holiday will light the first of 7 candles on the Kinara tonight. Each candle represents the principles of Kwanzaa: unity, self-determination, collective work, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. And last night was the first night of Hanukkah, and thousands gathering at the National Mall there for the National Menorah lighting. This was the first time since 2005. The start of Hanukkah fell on the same day as Christmas, and just the 4th time since 1910. U.S. officials and religious leaders spoke about peace and hope in the wake of the October 7th Israel-Hamas war. Rabbi Levi Shemtov with Chabad Shabbat had this to say about the importance of the holiday.
And we, the Jewish people, have since been afforded unprecedented religious freedom. And we are to celebrate just that in the spirit of those who came before us and wished for what we can experience today.
The 2 holidays fall on the same day again in 2035 and 2054.
The Biden family to yours. May your Christmas be full of kindness and love.
Meantime, the Bidens celebrated their last Christmas in the White House yesterday with a video shared on social media. President Joe Biden and the First Lady urging unity and reflection, telling Americans to set aside all the noise and everything that divides us. Also, President-elect Donald Trump spending Christmas posting more than 30 times on the social media platform Truth Social. He also wished the country a Merry Christmas, but excluded the death row inmates President Biden recently granted clemency to, writing, quote, "I refuse to wish a Merry Christmas to those lucky souls." Trump also previewed his policy goals for his next term, including a threat to take over the Panama Canal.